Good evening from the Central Illinois Weather Network. I'm Larry Step. Just before 9:30 on this Tuesday evening, you can see Storm Predator here behind me showing a very large mass of storms over most of Iowa at the moment. In fact, we're going to go in here with that Storm Predator image and show you that a little closer. You can see all these flashing cells right now over portions of south central Iowa, southeastern Iowa, and now over extreme portions of northwestern Missouri. We have tornado warnings with these also. Let's go over to Storm Lab. We'll show you what we're talking about there from the Des Moines radar, and we can show you we've been tracking a number of circulations. In fact, right now on the latest Storm Lab image just coming over, 3 TVS or tornado signatures showing up about 50 miles to the south of Des Moines. All these storms are moving toward the east at around 40 miles an hour. You can see Pathcast here trying to track a couple of these particular storms. Let's look at these cells here with these TVS icons. We've got 2 tornado warnings in effect right now. One getting ready to expire for Marion and Warren County. That storm moving to the east at around 55. That warning likely will be extended into counties further to the east based on current radar trends, and I think we'll also see a tornado warning for areas south of that warning and north of the other warning to the south, because we're seeing those TVS signatures there. Pretty prominent here on radar. Also seeing some indications of rotation with this area to the south, where this tornado warning is in effect for Grundy, Harrison, and Mercer County now in Missouri. Sorry, that's a severe thunderstorm warning until 10 p.m. Let's come back over here to this one here. Tornado warning for Clark, Decatur, Lucas, and Wayne counties in Iowa until 9:45. Movement to the east at around 30 miles an hour. Let's go in on that one, because that storm has really had some prominent signatures here on radar. We're seeing 2 indications here of some very good low-level rotation, mesocyclone here, and then also a TVS signature with this. So let's put a Pathcast on this and tell you the areas that this would affect in the next hour or so. We'd be looking at local time here. This Pathcast would be putting this in the Allerton area by around 9:55, Seymour by 10:14, Powersville by 10:14. So again, this is in extreme southern Iowa right now. We also here want to call your attention now moving along the Illinois River between Davenport, Iowa, and Burlington. Right now, pretty nasty line of storms with a lot of lightning, with those starting to move into Illinois. Those eventually will be in the Galesburg area here to the right of your screen. If we pull out here just a bit on the Lincoln radar, we can show you this purple area here now, which is just to the west of Springfield, includes Quincy, Peoria, Galesburg, all the way up to Davenport. This is a mesoscale area where they're watching right now for the potential for this severe thunderstorm watch in yellow, which is in effect until 2 a.m., to be extended to the east. Likely in the next hour or two, the Storm Prediction Center says these counties here in this purple area in Illinois will likely be added to this as this watch starts to extend to the east, because all indications from this line of storms, which pretty much is covered up by lightning in this image. If we take the lightning off, you can see the intensity of this cell now moving across the river. We're getting indications of hail from 1 to 1.5 inches with this, winds in excess of 60 miles an hour, and this again is moving right along the interstate toward the Galesburg area and would likely be there in about an hour. So we're going to see this potential for damaging winds, large hail over portions of central Illinois before midnight. Now, let's go back over to this tornado warning, because I want to go into velocity on this and show you these areas where we've got a tornado warning in effect right now, particularly this area here to the south of Clark, Decatur, Lucas, and Wayne counties for about another 15 minutes. We're seeing a really good indication here. We'll zoom in a little bit closer of rotation and traditionally what we would see here when we've got air being pulled into this, a hook echo forming on radar, and that's what we're seeing here on this velocity. It shows us we've got a lot of reds and greens really close together, which means we've got inbound and outbound winds going different directions and kind of converging on that same area there. So we're going to really have to watch this, because this has not had any tornado reports on the ground in the past few minutes, but again, radar indicates that this still has the potential to produce a tornado. Also, still up here to the north, just to the south of Des Moines, the radar site is up here to the north, right here at this location where you see the arrow pointing right now. But we're seeing a lot of indications here over Marion County again towards Knoxville and to the east of Indianola of rotation likely in this area as well. So I again would not be surprised to see additional tornado warnings further to the north of the current one as these continue about 50 miles to the south of Des Moines trekking toward the east at around 40 miles an hour. Let's come back out to this wider view here again and show you what radar is showing right now. We're again showing these indications of large hail, and again 3 TVS signatures along this frontal boundary, or the front end of this line here as it races to the east, and again around 40 miles an hour. You don't normally see this many TVS icons along the front end, which that tells us even if there's not tornadoes with this, we have the potential for very damaging winds in excess of 60 miles an hour, especially along the very front end of this line, and that's why severe thunderstorm warnings now stretching down into portions of northern Missouri. Back out to Storm Predator one more time, all those flashing areas. If nothing else, very heavy rains, the potential for large hail, and then again now the potential for possible rain-wrapped tornadoes with this throughout the next couple of hours, especially over central, south-central Iowa and southeastern Iowa as these storms continue to the east, further to the east over portions of central Illinois. Again, a severe thunderstorm watch probably not out of the question at all for more counties in Illinois, and largely a potential for damaging winds and large hail in that area. So a lot to digest there, but again, wanted to give you an update here and kind of let you know what's going on. Again, you can see the general movement of this entire line has been to the east. So you can see here, northern Missouri just starting to be affected by this, and that will continue to move to the east. It's going to be a stormy night, and hopefully the tornadic possibilities will start to weaken as we get close to midnight, but all indications are right now this storm system still has a potential of tornadoes throughout the next several hours. We'll keep you updated from the Central Illinois Weather Network. I'm Larry Estep.